Hello, friends. This is Felicia Wilson with Care Talk. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we're going to talk about a subject that's a little bit difficult, and not because it's a hard subject to understand, but so many of us fall into this trap, and the trap is people pleasing. Now, what does it mean to be a people pleaser? You have a hard time doing things that go against what someone else is wanting you to do. This could be friends, it can be family, it can be acquaintances, it can be anyone. But see, here's the thing. Often when you are in the mode of people pleasing, it's not really because you want to please that person. I think there's something that we need to look at within ourselves. What are we trying to prove? That we're good enough, that we can do it, that we're reliable, dependable, whatever those things are. What are we trying to feel within ourselves by acting out this people-pleasing role? Now, here's an example. Let's say you were going about your day and someone phoned and said, could you do something? Now, if you can do it and it's no harm, no foul, no pressure, you're not throwing off things that you are responsible for to address that request, or you're not adding a burden to yourself to respond to that request, then, quite possibly it's something you can do. However, you have to ask yourself, why do I feel this continual need to always do what someone is asking me to do? If you go back and look at the themes in your life, I talked a lot about themes with people. What do you find yourself doing over and over again? And here's the key: at your own expense. Yes, it's okay to be sacrificial in some cases, sometimes. I think we should always be willing to lend a hand. But if we're continuously doing so at our own expense, to our own detriment, is that creating a healthy lifestyle for us? I would encourage you, if you find yourself being in that people-pleasing mode, and you understand that it's because you're trying to present a certain type person, or you're trying to fill a particular void, then that's something that you may want to take a deeper dive into and explore the reasons why you're doing that. That ultimately is not a healthy way to manage your life, because you're doing so at your own expense. Here are some things that I want you to think about if you say, that definitely sounds like me. After you say yes to something, to a request, do you automatically feel regret? Or do you automatically start to look at everything else that you have to do, and you're doing all of those things, but you're not doing any of them well, simply because you've overextended yourself? Do you find that you're giving and giving and giving, and often it's to people that don't necessarily reciprocate? And not that giving should be done because you're looking for individuals to reciprocate. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're always the one extending help, if you're the go-to, and when you're in need, no one that you've extended help to seems to be able or willing to offer any type of support, then you need to reevaluate your situation. Are you extending yourself to people that you don't even really know if they're your friends, if they are people that you can count on? Many times what I see with people pleasers, one is truly because they're trying to fill a void. And to that person, to you, I'm saying you don't have to be a people pleaser, overextend, wear yourself out, run yourself down to prove you are worthy. You are worthy because there is breath in your body. You are worthy because you are here for a purpose. And And that purpose does not necessarily mean that you have to be on the end of always giving and giving and never receiving. Look at yourself lovingly and ask yourself these questions. And if you find that, I might fit that people pleasing role, talk to someone that you trust, or go use your employee assistance plan benefits or your insurance and find you a therapist that you can talk through these issues with, because people pleasing is not a good thing. That is not where you need to be. I want you to remember to let your yes be yes and your no be no. If you can, do it. If you say it, honor your word. But if you cannot do it, then say no. And as we have heard many times before, no is a complete sentence. Just no. Until next time, take care of yourself because you're absolutely worth it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Care Talk channel. Take care.